Welcome to our new Centre for Independent Living. It is great to see Hammersmith and Fulham invest and explore what we can all do together for local families. Action on Disability welcomes this important launch of family hubs across the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham. As a deaf person of a hearing family who knew nothing about deaf and disabled people or what barriers and challenges they would face when bringing me up as a profoundly deaf child, a family hub may have been a means to access support for my family. During the 1960s, 70s and 80s, as a deaf child and young person, I was denied access to learn and read language. I was forced to learn speech and listen throughout my childhood because hearing professionals, teachers of the deaf, speech and language therapists, and educational psychologists advised my parents not to learn sign language, not to meet deaf adults, and not to go to the deaf clubs, all because they had been trained to promote oralism, which means speech and listening, in order to normalise deaf children and young people into hearing norms. At least 80% of us were failed by the system, and our families were failed too. That is why it is important today to look forward to the future and to change those inherited, failed systems. We need to work together to co-produce and to co-design. Finding answers together is the key to future solutions. Listening to me and other disabled people, understanding our lived experiences. We know what we are talking about, and we want our families to work together to co-produce and co-design the family hubs. That means understanding the importance of lived experiences, rather than simply listening to professionals who themselves may not have any lived experience of disabilities. They can have lots of qualifications, knowledge and theories that could work for them, but not for us. We applaud Hammersmith and Fulham Council, the only local authority in the UK who are committed to the new independent living vision. They are already working with Action on Disability, supporting the creation of co-production and disability equality training for local disabled residents, members, staff and students in the borough. Learning what co-production really means, how they can become active co-producers working with the council, Action on Disability and other partners and local authority departments committed to ensuring co-produced access to services. Co-production is an equal partnership between people who use the services and the people responsible for those services. This means we work together from design to delivery, sharing strategic decision-making about policies as well as decisions about the best way to deliver the services. This is not about tokenism, not about one-way consultation. This gives us, professionals, families, users of the services, power to share, design, plan, assess and deliver support together. Today is an important day for the families of the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham. Action on Disability, Parents Active and Young Hammersmith and Fulham Foundation, along with the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham, are here to work together to bring families together through the Family Hubs programme. We want to involve families in this process and ensure that the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham can best meet the needs of all families. The only way to do that is have families co-produce and co-design the family hub model. Going back to my story as a deaf child, what happened to me when I left school with very poor educational achievements, never meeting deaf adults or role models until I was about 18 years old. I didn't have sign language, my speech wasn't good, I felt I was difficult to understand. But then, after meeting deaf people, this changed my life. It was then that I realised my own true potential. I went back to relearn English. I fought so hard to achieve and believe in myself, and my family never expected that. Even my old school teachers were shocked to find out what I had achieved. They thought I was not good enough. With the right support from deaf role models and re-educating and upskilling myself, here I am today, proving that I can do anything except hear. Belief in myself was built on others who believed in me, and this can only be achieved together. I strongly urge all the families, local professionals and community groups through this Family Hub project to listen and work together to value the key issues that we disabled people through our lived experiences bring. Together we can change the system, support services which will make Hammersmith and Fulham a fully inclusive, accessible and co-produced borough for all families and young people. Thank you.